Okay, it's Wednesday morning, and that means that we've got a Just Weights class. I've got some eager beavers waiting to get started online, and we've already decided that we're all a little bit achy from yesterday, and I've already said that tough, we're just going to have to go man up and go through it. So some 10-second rounds today. Equipment for the whole entirety of the class is 1 kettlebell, set of lightweight dumbbells and a hammer. And again, if you tuned in and you haven't got a hammer yet, get your head around the fact that I am going to be using hammers a lot. Right, okay, let's go straight for our suitcase. So we've got a suitcase, and this is going to go straight for a 10-second round. Are we ready, guys? Let's go. So our suitcase. So again, I've been working on these 4 exercises. Now, pick it up and side bend. Side bend. So I've got a little adjust of the feet for the side bend, and they'll stay wide for the next 2 exercises. Okay, so slingshot squat, slingshot squat. So this is just your like warm-up round, so to speak. And let's go figure 8. Figure 8. I can't face doing those circles again, guys. It sort of broke me a little bit last week, that one did. Suitcase left. Suitcase left. I'm just going to move my phone a little bit because I'm a bit worried just in case I drop my kettlebell. It lands straight on there. And side bend left. Side bend left, reaching it up. Again, keeping the feet wide-ish for the slingshot. Slingshot squat. So again, this will go really quite quickly. Figure 8. And again, it will be 4 exercises, 4 sets on each one. Back to your suitcase right. Keeping the bell going quite loudly. Side bend, reach it over this time. Oh. Slingshot, touchdown. Now I'm going to use one of the routines that I did yesterday morning next. Figure 8, which is with the hammer. And it will get the heart rate going. But we'll be all right with that suitcase. So I've got lots of 10-second rounds to do today. Side bend. And again, we will veer off the 10-second rounds right at the end. Okay, slingshot squat. And again, this should have just got us warmed up. Okay, and figure 8. As music, again, I do silent classes, and the music that you pick to go along with this would be nice and steady, and time. Put that out of the way for a little bit. Grab the hammer. So this is a routine that we did yesterday. Just remember that if you're halfway through doing an exercise, finish it off. You must finish it off. Underhand grip on the right, overhand on the left. Low chop, belt line chop, Thor's hammer, majorette. Always ending up back on the right. And let's go. So, low chop. This will get the heart rate. Okay. Belt line. Belt line. So we've got some bodyweight exercises in this morning as well. Thor's hammer. So again, remember, just finish the repetition off. It's more important that you finish the repetition off on this one than anything else. And then we're going to go majorette. Okay, majorette. So again, I can't stress enough, it's really important that you finish the rep off safely before you go with the exercise. Low chop. Low chop. I'm not sure, I don't think it was this one that made your arms ache, okay? I think I remember which one it was now. It's not on this morning. Belt line. Belt line. So that squat side raise isn't in this morning. Yay! Thor's hammer. Yeah. So this was my favourite routine that we started this time last week. So staying in. Okay, majorette. Again, hopefully you can see the importance of finishing that repetition off. Low chop. Okay. Belt line. Belt line. And again, hopefully you can feel the abs on this as well. Thor's hammer. And again, underestimated how hard this works your core, this little routine. Majorette. Then we've got one more round of all four. Low chop. Now if you do that, like I said, this will get the heart rate going. I have done this routine with a PT client and it did get their heart rate up above what I would like. And so we did have to have a little rest after this. So if you do feel like your heart rate, this is just for your home people, video people, just make sure Thor's hammer. If you feel like the heart rate's chasing away, pause me for a few seconds. Those at home doing it live, you haven't got the luxury of pausing me. Majorette. Last one. Then I want you down on the floor, lying on your left side. Time. Okay. Want to lie on your left side, please, gang. So, little leg routine. Taking this from legs, buns and tums this morning. It's a bodyweight exercise, but again, it's got that word weight in it. Now, I want you on these first three, make sure that waist's off the floor. The fourth exercise, don't worry too much about it. Lift that waist. Let's go. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, I've just literally chopped my head off here, but it's not, don't worry too much about seeing my head. Now hold it there, circles, circles. Don't go too fast, and remember the importance of keeping the waist off the floor. Opposite way. Now the fourth exercise is just a little respite off that thigh, and we're going to switch to inner thigh. Drop that leg and up and down with as straight as you can, bottom leg. Waist off the floor again, back to beginning, so round two. So I've been quite nice there and giving you a little bit, although to be honest, all the onliners and circles have just eye-rolled me. Yeah, you mate. I'm not going to mention any names, beginning with N. Okay. Opposite way, burning quite a lot. Now, these aren't just for your glutes. This will help stabilize your lower back, which is the importance of it being in here. Drop that leg, raise that bottom leg. So this is just that little rest for that glute. And we've got that inner thigh working just a little bit. Okay, waist again. Back to it, round 3. So hopefully that little 10 seconds off this side raise action is enough to just chill it out a little bit. Circles, I don't mind which way you go. Oh. Opposite way. Okay, and drop it, and inner thigh. Now, this right hip of mine is really quite bad at the moment, and that's really getting to me. It's getting really fatiguey. So I'm going to do my best to work through it. Lift that hip, or lift that waist, should I say. And then we've got our little leg raise. And again, remember, this is to strengthen the hip and all the muscles around it. Circles, which is really, 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 really important, guys. Opposite way. I think I'm going to manage all 3 exercises on here, but like I said, it is fatiguing quite quickly. So I'm doing my best. Oh, and relax it, and then we lift. After this one, we're back on our feet, and we're going to go hammer and those 4 exercises on the left side. And time. Okay. Okay, so up we go. Ready, Hoey. So, give that a little slap around, guys, on that right thigh. And we're going to go straight into low chop, belt line, Thor and majorette. Remember, it will get the heart rate going. And again, just be mindful of that. Are we ready? Low chop to start with in 3, 2, 1. Let's go again. So yesterday morning was demolition morning. So we had a bit of cardio and just hammer work. And it was a very small amount of cardio. And belt line. And again, remember, you can get your cardio via this. 4. And again, remember the importance of finishing the repetition off. Majorette. So make sure you're squatting and make sure you don't let that hammer go below the hip. Low chop for me. Low chop. Belt line. Belt line. I think I've underestimated the big style amount of workouts I've done here. Okay, Thor's hammer, as in underestimated, which is not like me. I normally get a bit excitable about exercises. Majorette, as in I normally have too many and I don't quite get to the end of the list. But we're flying through this morning. Low. Low chop. And again, I sort of drilled yesterday about bringing that hammer towards the hip and just using it. Belt line. On the belt line, it's always in contact with you. So it runs round, it runs just below the hip line actually. Thor's hammer. You can go for the big repetition round the back, or you can keep it just as a small circle in front or just over the head. majorette when you're in position. Okay. I think you'll find that you need to be on the left-hand side to go into the majorette safely. Low chop. Last set through. Hope them scars aren't too deep from the side leg routine because we've got the other side coming up next. Belt line. Belt line. So at the moment, I've got 3 videos that I've not launched out yet. This will be the 4th. And then we've got our Thor's Hammer. We've got a triple challenge, a Monday mashup, and a circuit that I've recorded to release at a later date. Majorette. Then we're going to be down on the floor. And you're going to be lying on your right side. Time. Down on your right side, gang. You know what's coming. So you're going to lie yourself down. Again. Should have got the heart rate up, but not killer. But just depends on how you are in the morning. Remember that if you're not feeling 100%, it will affect the heart rate. So lift that waist. And then what we're going to do is go. So again, lifting the waist off the floor, you'll just be in the perfect position. I don't need to tell you to do anything else. Circle. So if you are lifting the waist off the floor like I ask, you can't roll forward, you can't roll backwards, you can't lift too high. Opposite way. So all I'm ever left with is basically an effective exercise for that area without me over-instructing it. Drop that knee, and then we're going inner thigh. Keep that leg as straight as you can. Like I say, I'm just sort of giving you a rest here, but keeping you working. Okay, lift that waist again, and then we're back into round 2. Round 2. And circles. Now, I've got stripy trousers on this morning for the 7 o'clock class, and I vowed not to wear stripes again, and then I go and get changed and put a stripy top on. Opposite way for me. It's not coming out that way on the YouTube video, but at home when we're doing the live, it's very blurry and it's a little bit psychedelic. Drop that knee, raise that leg. Unless that's just my version here, I'm not sure, but it is a little bit, woo, mind popping. Okay, back to it, lift that waist. Set number 3. And again, just remember the importance of that waist being off the floor for position. Circles. Not too big, not too fast. Opposite way. So let's talk TV, guys. I've just started watching Silo on Apple TV. Oh my God, it's really good. Okay, and drop that knee. Let's go. So if you are lucky enough to have Apple TV, they've got some really good films and series on there. Watch them, guys. Okay, lift it up and raise. Now I managed to get Apple TV for 6 months for free, and all we're allowed to watch is Apple TV now for 6 months. Circles. Until I've exhausted everything on there. Opposite way. So a little bit of advertising for Apple TV there. If you want to bung me a little bit of money on YouTube for saying Apple TV 5 times. And take that over and in the thigh. Okay. Get ready to get back on your feet. And time. That was nowhere near as bad as the other side for me, but normally the second side, psychologically wise, it does. So I'm just going to get you to just do a little hip wind here, just to loosen those off for me. Give me 4 more of those. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Awesome. Grab your lightweight dumbbells, please. So last week we did the Just Say Yes routine. You were playing Just Say Yes at home, and I was working along with it. Today it's just going to be the 10-second exercises. So I'm literally going to go for a nice basic routine, 4 exercises, 4 sets, starting with a raise and swimmer. If you want to make it harder, just swimmer. Are we ready? Let's go. So, raise and swimmer, or just the swimmer bit. Your call. Okay. Behind and press. Behind and press. So those dumbbells come behind. Shoulder press only. Now remember, these are 1 kilos, and I have been asking for flaps. I have been asking for you to get either some 3, 4 or 5 kilo dumbbells so we can start working with the heavier dumbbells in February. Okay, raise and swimmer. So again, another advertisement, Aldi, Lidl, Argos, TK Maxx. Behind. And you should be able to get a decent set of dumbbells for under 15 quid if you're sensible. 5 kilos or probably a bit more. Shoulder press. Shoulder press. But some people have bought 4s and 5s. But again, I'm not asking you to spend lots of money, just a small amount of money, and you can manage by working with the hammer or with the double dumbbells. Raise and swimmer. Oh yeah, no one's taking that option for just swimmer. Wise. Okay, behind and press. So I didn't know what exercise I was going to go with for this morning. I've just got 4 dumbbell exercises, but it's gone quite heavy on shoulder press. Shoulder press. Flaps. I must change the name of this exercise because it grosses me out every time I say it. Okay, let's go raise and swimmer. I know, sorry. Everybody's in the same mind as me on that one. It's like, yes, change the name. It's like, oh no. Okay. Okay, from behind and press. So, I'm rapidly trying to think of a new name for the FLAPS exercise. Press only. Flaps, because I couldn't remember get anything. So there we go. After this one, we're down on the floor. We've got abs to do. Oh man, 1 kilos, and you're all at home going like, what does she want some 4 and 5 kilos for? Down on the floor, gang. Now we've got abs. You're going to do 4 exercises on the right, then 4 exercises on the left, and then basically we'll change. I'm going to do 2 sets. I'll go through the exercises quickly. Right leg out for full ballerina. Then you've got your switches on the right. Then you're going to do cycles, right, and then finally cross foot right, and then you'll repeat all those on the left. So, right leg out for me, gang. Let's go. Oh, keep going for me. Just knocked my head on the puffy. Add the switch. This is quite a tough routine, gang. Let's go cycles. So that right knee coming in, left knee bent, fingertips behind the head, left elbow going to right knee. Right cross foot crunch. So I thought it was only fair that we put in a big ab section today. Left leg out, left ballerina. So we're all the way up. Now, if you wanted to make it easy for yourself, just grab your 1 kilo dumbbells and it will help. Okay, and then we're going to go for our switch. So left leg coming in as you sit up. So the first two exercises, if you want a bit of assistance, use the 1 kilo dumbbells. Cycles. Obviously, drop the dumbbells for this bit if you're using them at home. And cross foot crunch. And then get ready to go back to the right side ballerina. Right side ballerina. And let's go for those switches. And remembering the importance of being able to sit up and down, guys. Cycle. Cross the feet. Left leg out, ballerina. So last week I took my older lady class on the Friday and switches, and a couple of them who go and do a Pilates class said that their instructor had said, and cycles, it's really important to be able to get up and down off the floor. If you fall over, you've got to be able to get back up again. And then left it at that. Cross it over. So, bearing in mind this instructor charges double what I pay, they then came to me to ask how to do that. Nearly there. And time. Right, so staying down on the floor. Take the hammer with you. We're going straight into a fly routine, and we'll go in on there. So yeah, so the importance of being able to do a sit-up, you've got to get up and down out of bed in the morning. If you do fall over, you've probably got to do a sit-up to get yourself up and down. Ready to do a fly, guys? Keep that back down. Let's go. So flies on the right side. Single arm chest press. Get ready to do that funny fly. That's both hands on the stick. Both hands on the stick. Take it over. Keep the arms as straight as you can. And then we're going to go for a canoe sit-up next. Adjust the feet for canoe. Get ready to go back to flies. Back to your basic fly. So yeah, the Pilates instructor is really, really right about being able to get up and down off the floor. Single arm press. And my older ladies wanted to know how to get up and down off the floor if they fall over. Both hands on, funny fly. There is no right answer to that because you don't know if you're going to hurt yourself when you're down, and you also don't know what environment you're going to be in. Okay, canoe sit up. So I told them to practice getting up and down on both sides in a tight confinement with something to hang on to. Back to flies for me. So I think I'm going to put my feet up basically, gang, is what I'm saying. I think I need to put my feet up. Single arm chest press. Not for you like at home though, gang. Funny fly. Funny fly. Take your feet out for your canoe. This is your third round of 4. In fact, actually, I'm going to make it 3. And time. Okay, that'll do there. Okay, right. So, I want you to grab your kettlebell, gang. And I want you to, I'm going to sit up against my stool over there. You can sit up against the wall, sofa, door, okay, anything. Take the kettlebell with you. So, and hopefully you can see that my bum's not right up against the chair, it's back there like that and I'm leaning. So I've probably got a gap of about anywhere between 10 and 12 inches. Sorry, I'm not picking my nose, I've got a hair. There we go. Right, so you're going to take your legs wide-ish and you're going to put the kettlebell at the side of the right calf, below the knee and above the ankle. Okay, now you can have it that way or that way, I don't mind. Okay, so we're going to go into a 20-second workout here with 10 seconds to change. It's been a while since we've done this. Drop back, pop the hands down, and then all you're going to do is bring that right leg up and over it. Are we ready? Let's go. So think about bracing the lower abs. Now straight away you should feel it grab hold of the thigh, okay? And again you might find one side easier to do than the other. And rest, okay? Slide that over to the other side. Sit back down and wait for the bell to go again. Let's go. Now, I would say that the further up the leg the kettlebell goes, the harder it is because you've got more height to clear, okay? So the closer to the ankle, the easier it is. And it's not an easy exercise, gang. And rest. Slide it over to the other side. Let's go. Now, I've got a 20-second timer going on this one. I did say right at the beginning of the class that it would be all 10 seconds bar one little bit, and this is your little bit. And rest. Okay. 20 seconds is more than enough for me on that one. How are we doing at home, gang? Don't shake yet. Let's go. Yeah, I'm with you on the big shaky head. We had a phase of doing this one, and I'd like to say that I invented this exercise because I've not seen it anywhere. And then, I made a video of it, and then all of a sudden it's all over YouTube. They're getting thousands of hits, and I'm getting a few. Okay, let's go. So, for anyone out there that's into their exercise and their influencers. I'm happy that you take my ideas. That's fine. Time. Because if I was out there looking on YouTube for some exercises, one, I always say I've nicked it. Okay, let's go. But again, that's why I don't say that you get many exercises that I've found somewhere, because you know what? There's not that many out there, so feel free to nick my exercises. And time. Ow! Okay, and you're welcome to that, YouTubers. Right, so move away from there. Got to finish this workout off, gang. We're going back to our 10 seconds. We're going back to the hammer. We're going back to flies, chest press, and funny flies with that canoe. Are we ready, guys? Starting off on the left side fly. Stick behind, let's go. This routine can obviously be done with a dumbbell. And when we get our heavier dumbbells, we will be doing exercises like this with those. Single arm chest press. Both hands on, funny fly. Keep the spine down. You'll find that this is a really big core exercise. Adjust the feet for canoe, let's go. And the canoe is great for your abs, obliques, and your shape in the arm, on the side of the arm. Back for your fly. Knees bent, drive that spine down. The fly, ladies, is a really good exercise to keep your boobs nice and perky and cost a lot less than a boob lift. And single arm chest press. Remember, we will only do 3 rounds on this one in the interest of time. And let's go for that funny fly. Again, I'm really focused on keeping my my right side down. And that's making me really work my tummy muscles. Adjust the feet for canoe. And then we've got one more round of exercises to do after this. Back for your fly. And again, as always, there's plenty stretch videos that I've recorded if you want to do a stretch. I literally do what it says on the tin in the classes, and single arm chest press. If you want a little bit more a stretch, okay, or whatever, you can go find it. Funny fly. Focus on that right side, not lifting. And then you'll get a really big hit into the deep abdominals. And then you're also working the arm. Adjust the feet for your final canoe. And this will be our last exercise. And time, gang. Drop that stick. Roll yourself up. First things first, I need you to bring yourself back in the room, gang. I need to switch off the video. Thank you.